In a few minutes, I'm going to show you how to end struggle and stress in your life and instead create an extraordinary one full of happiness, fulfillment and prosperity, simply by tapping into a secret resource that you have but probably don't use. I'm telling you this because it happened to me. It wasn't until I discovered my secret resource that I was able to flip the switch and change my life beyond belief. To give you an idea, suddenly people that weren't good for me moved out of my life. Lucrative business opportunities came my way, and most significantly, after years of struggling in various businesses, I finally became a financial success. What's more, my self-esteem and confidence grew. My close relationships deepened, my business exploded, and I found renewed joy and excitement in life. I started to make real lasting money, and I humbly say I became a multi-millionaire. However, my life wasn't always like this. I remember the dark days of 2002 as clearly as if it was yesterday. Waking up every morning filled with dread and fear of what the day would bring. The thud of the mail landing on the mat would signal the post arriving. The initial excitement of receiving handwritten cheques with orders for products would soon be offset by the prospect of the brown envelopes filled with bills and demands for money. You see, I was trying to run my business while juggling the needs of 2 small children and a marriage that wasn't working. I felt like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders, and it showed. At only 29, I looked 10 years older than I was, and I was even asked the supremely embarrassing question of when the baby was due. "He's 3 years old," I replied through clenched teeth. At the time, I was drowning in a sea of turmoil created by inner and outer challenges that sabotaged my success for years, until I reached breaking point, which for me was being on the brink of bankruptcy. It was then that I knew I had to do something to change my life. That's when I stumbled upon this secret resource and began to use it unconsciously at first. Once I discovered this untapped resource, I was finally able to flip the switch and change my life beyond recognition. Now I'm proud to say I live an extraordinary life. I became financially free at the age of 38. I always come across lucrative business opportunities. I have deep and authentic connections with my loved ones. I'm a healthy and positive person with good levels of confidence and self-esteem. Wherever I go, I meet wonderful people who help and support me. And that's not the only thing. I discovered a simple and easily 5-step process which would enable you to achieve the same and connect you to your own unused resource that is waiting to help you achieve your goals and dreams. More about this later. First, let me ask you, are you sick of the daily struggle, dealing with all the challenges of modern living? Do you worry about not having enough money? Are you looking for a breakthrough in work, business, or relationships? Or are you looking for meaning and direction in your life? I want you to know that your life doesn't have to be filled with struggle and stress. All you have to do is connect to your universal assistant and let the magic start happening. When you activate your universal assistant, it's like having a cosmic personal assistant or PA that can help you get what you want in life. Most successful business people rely on their PAs to assist in their workload and help them attain their goals. Well, you're the managing director of your life, and you can activate your universal assistant to help you achieve what you want. The good news is you don't have to do it all by yourself. When you start to use your universal assistant, your life will change for the better. You'll discover how to attract good people into your life, those that support and enrich you. Rise to meet all challenges that come along and look for solutions. Gain clarity, focus, and vision for your life. Have more confidence, self-esteem, and self-love. Enjoy more passion and fulfillment in your life. You'll be able to release anger, frustration, and anxiety. Feel loved and supported. Put your life back on track. Develop deeper connections with people. Activate your inner Google or intuitive power. Create the business breakthroughs you've always longed for. You can make more money quickly and easily. Overcome the inner barriers holding you back, and much, much more. First, let me take you back to how I discovered my universal assistant. It all started with a fateful trip to Ireland with my sister. My sister has been my biggest supporter throughout all my challenges, of which there have been many. So for her birthday a few years ago, I wanted to treat her to a wonderful relaxing weekend away to County Donegal in the northwest coast of Ireland. 6 weeks before the departure date, I pre-planned and pre-booked all the details of the trip, or so I thought, and then forgot about the trip until it was time to leave. On the day of the trip, I was sitting in my aeroplane seat minutes from landing, running through the details of the trip in my head: airport parking, money, passports, hotel booked. When in a flash, it dawned on me that I had forgotten to arrange for the car hire to the hotel. Realising it was Good Friday and I was going to a religious country on a crowded plane, I felt sudden shock. I was certain there would be no cars left for me. My happiness soon turned into feelings of frustration and worry. "I wish I had a personal assistant," I almost cried out aloud there and then. However, in that moment of desperation, I had an illumination. I said to myself, "I know, I'll ask my universal assistant to sort it out." So I closed my eyes and gave my cosmic PA, my universal assistant, instructions to make sure that on landing I had a hire car that was small and easy to drive waiting for me. Oh, and could she make sure it was an automatic? When I left the terminal with my luggage, I looked forlornly at the 2 long queues for the car hire companies. I decided to join the shorter one, and when it came to my turn, I asked the assistant tentatively if he had any cars left. "Hang on a minute, love," he said, and went tap, tap, tap into his computer. "Yes, I have one left. It's a Vauxhall Corsa, and it's an automatic. Is that okay?" Excited that my universal assistant had brought me my first request, we soon set off. I decided to put her to the test again, and asked her to find us a really good restaurant that was open on Good Friday. Driving along the road, my sister suggested we get some cardboard sandwiches and some crisps from a petrol station that we'd just passed. I assured her to have some faith in my universal assistant, and she was sure to find us a great place to eat. She didn't disappoint, and 10 minutes down the road we found a fish restaurant that served freshly caught local fish. It was delicious and open on Good Friday. Chatting to the owner and telling him where we were going, he insisted on drawing us a map to our hotel, which was 1 hour's drive away. It was only after driving a few miles that we realised there were no road signs, because we were bordering 2 countries and the hand-drawn directions came in very handy. That was the start of a magical 2 days, where what I asked for seemed to magically happen. Rain clouds disappeared and we were able to enjoy the beautiful scenery of County Donegal. Wonderful restaurants were found and we met kind and generous people, making it a truly memorable trip. Sitting in my seat on the trip home, I began reflecting about the challenges I'd faced in my life in the previous years and how I had always unconsciously turned to my universal assistant for help, and she had delivered every time. I thought about how with her help I had gone from a struggling businesswoman with 2 small children on the brink of losing everything to a multi-millionaire property entrepreneur. So working backwards, I retraced my steps and created the 5-step process and the Discover Your Universal Assistant Homestudy course. This course will help you connect with your universal assistant quickly and easily. I've streamlined the process and created foundational steps and then the 5-step process so you can make your manifestations happen at lightning speed. This is a practical course that will change your life. In the past, I spent literally thousands of pounds on books, seminars and trainings that were mainly theoretical. The seminar leader lectured and explained a concept while we sat and listened. In this program, I wanted a different approach. I wanted to show you exactly how I changed my mindset, emotions, and my habits to create my extraordinary life. So I created this experiential guide that you could follow step by step with personal examples that shows you exactly how I transformed my life. This is a deeply honest account of the challenges I faced and the exact processes that I used to overcome them. This journey enabled me to develop the right mindset and emotional strength that would build a strong and direct connection with my universal assistant. You're going to hear about how at the 11th hour I was able to avert having my house repossessed and my children and I being made homeless. Faced with the prospect of having to go and live with my mother again, I set about using a set of techniques which I describe in the Discover Your Universal Assistant Homestudy course to finally manifest true wealth and success. If you too are facing financial difficulties, you can copy this simple process and watch as your fortunes turn around, often in dramatic ways. This is a powerful course that is designed to create massive change in your life. You'll get simple exercises that remove limiting beliefs that are holding you back from reaching your true potential. There are also meditations that will open your heart to let new positive experiences in and fun ceremonies and rituals that will help you break with the past hurts and wounds that have been pulling you down like 10-ton weights. You'll be like a clean slate, ready to begin your new extraordinary life. If you've been crippled by anxiety and self-doubt, and let's face it, even the strongest amongst us have experienced dark days, then you'll love the powerful technique I share with you that gets rid of anxiety, even if you're not aware that you have it. Negative emotions, especially when they're unconscious, can infect our goals and plans for the future. After a series of challenging events, I suffered anxiety like a constant slight fever going on in the background of my life. I was weighed down by stress and the burden of worry. I was so used to being like that, I didn't realise that worry was my constant companion. It was only after a dramatic incident in a restaurant in Rome I decided enough was enough and I had to find a way to change. This led me to search for ways to quickly and easily remove crippling anxiety and fear. So in this Homestudy course, you're going to learn some powerful emotional techniques that can help you finally take control of your emotions. Then you can connect with your universal assistant and manifest your desires with ease. Once you do this, you will be amazed at the wonder and magic the universe is waiting to offer you. This is such a comprehensive course. In part 1, you'll set the scene and get prepared to be able to work with your universal assistant. Then in part 2, I take you through a process where you actually get to meet her. Then you'll learn the 5-step process of how to work with her on an ongoing basis and finally end your challenging life. This program is for you if you feel like you're struggling through life, fighting for every small achievement only to be knocked down by some new challenge. You perceive that success comes to others easily, whilst for you it's a daily grind. Or if you use the law of attraction and find it's not always consistent in bringing you what you want. If you're faced with obstacles, challenges and disappointments, then you're going to love the harmony and flow you'll find working with your universal assistant. I used to be terrified of life, waiting for the next disaster to happen, be it in a relationship, finances, or something out of my control, like my son developing asthma overnight. It would come out of the blue, a juggernaut ready to mow me down. Once the dust had settled, I'd lick my wounds, pick myself up and carry on, only to be faced with a new crisis or drama a few months later. Without my universal assistant, life was a living nightmare. That is, until I learned the source of the problem, which you too will be able to do when you start the Homestudy course. So I began to recognise the signs of potential dramas and put action steps in place to head them off before they occurred. Better still, I stopped manifesting them. Simple as that. So let me give you an example. In section 5 of the course, you'll learn how to identify and then remove your limiting beliefs. Very often we have unconscious beliefs that are harmful to our goals and dreams and hold us back from achieving true success. You may think you want to make more money in your business and actively do more marketing and income-producing activities. However, it's very possible that you are being sabotaged by your hidden negative or insidious beliefs which are subverting your behaviours. This is when you have the extra piece of cake when you're close to your target weight, or accidentally forget to call that client who could give you a lucrative contract. Weeding out these unhelpful belief systems and replacing them with more positive or super beliefs, which you'll find in the course, will empower you so your life will start to flow towards your goals and not away from them. I share with you how I had an underlying negative belief where I didn't think I was worthy of success due to what happened to me in my childhood. The full story is explained in the Homestudy course. Even though I poured so much energy into my business, I was still sabotaging my success by not following up with my clients, procrastinating and being inefficient. During my search for answers, I discovered that I had underlying negative beliefs that were acting like chains, stopping me from moving forward. I learned to identify these negative beliefs and finally overcame them. In the Homestudy course, you'll do this by actually removing the belief from your nervous system, finally becoming free of it and ready to embrace your new success. You'll learn how to turn fear into faith. The best way of getting rid of fear is to change it into unshakable faith, something we've forgotten all about. Over the last few decades, there has been a steady decline in the belief in a higher power. This has left us with the feeling that something is missing in our lives, and the strong connection faith used to give us has been replaced by fear. You're going to discover a new way to develop your faith and begin to really trust that your universal assistant is on your side. As you go through this program, your fear will be released and you will enjoy the feelings of faith flooding in and empowering you. You'll also learn the true meaning of forgiveness, so you can finally release yourself from the past hurts and wounds. In other programs, you may have learnt techniques that merely push the hurt feelings further down into your subconscious mind, where they continue to cause problems in your life. In this course, I look at forgiveness from a different perspective, and I share with you a traumatic incident that happened to me in my childhood years, and how, following a simple step-by-step process, finally set me free from this childhood betrayal. When you do this process, you too will be liberated from any past trauma or wounds that have been holding you back from embracing the good that you want and is destined for you. When I finally released the pain of my father's untimely death, I was able to face up to life. And instead you'll start to feel happier and freer. The stress, tension and worry will start to fade, and you'll begin to embrace your new extraordinary life full of joy and happiness, because good things will start to come your way. Instead of being a glass half empty person, you'll start looking for the good in everything with a positive outlook. Knowing that your universal assistant is always on your side, looking out for you and bringing you the best opportunities in life. You'll be able to get things done instead of being paralysed by negativity, stress and fear. Throughout the course, I share with you some mistakes that I've made and how I overcame them. You'll discover why mistakes are important for your success and how you too can learn from them, forgive yourself and move on. Then watch as the magic starts to happen. As your vibration changes, you'll notice that you'll start to meet the right people who are like-minded, positive, and will support you on your path to the life you want. Your new positivity will create an inner radiance which people will be drawn to like bees to pollen, resulting in happier and deeper connection in your relationships. Wonderful opportunities will start to come your way, which will seem like coincidences. However, you'll know that your universal assistant arranged them for you. You might be using the law of attraction already and not getting consistent results. When you utilize your universal assistant, it happens on a regular basis. Be prepared to be a fountain of creativity and inspiration too. When you are tuned into your universal assistant, you have access to an expanded awareness, so you'll discover that you'll be inspired with great ideas and the strategies to implement them. That big idea you've been waiting for? Don't be too surprised when it arrives. You'll be on fire with the new ways of seeing and doing things. You're going to be amazed with the new ideas you come up with. You'll feel like you have this creative force flowing through your veins. This program will also enable you to become healthier too. As part of my journey, I overcame a severe case of eczema, and I found that making small changes to my diet and lifestyle enabled me to have more energy and vitality and better health. If you feel overwhelmed with the confusing and often conflicting information you see in the media, then this Quick Start Healthy Guide will be a welcome relief for you. You'll be learning about which foods to eat and which to avoid, and how to make small changes to your lifestyle that will bring huge results. You'll soon start to feel better and have more energy and excitement when you start working with your universal assistant. You'll also discover 3 powerful gratitude exercises. You've heard that feelings of gratitude enhance your ability to manifest your desires. It can certainly accelerate your communication with your universal assistant. So in this Homestudy course, I include 3 powerful ways you can quickly and easily tap into gratitude on a daily basis so it becomes as natural to you as breathing. As you become more grateful in your life, you'll have more confidence and a deeper connection with others because your heart will start to open and you will radiate positivity and calm. So more things for you to be grateful for will start to enter your life. When you know that your universal assistant is taking care of things for you, you'll finally be able to relax and trust that what you want is being brought to you. So you can finally put an end to excessive worry and anxiety. We often waste so much time and energy worrying about how things will happen. How will we meet our soulmate? Where is the money going to come from to start that business? We get tied up in knots of anxiety and end up paralysed with fear. When you regularly use your universal assistant, your life will change in incredible ways, and you will truly live what I call an extraordinary life. Whilst others live small, ordinary lives, consumed with fear and anxiety, worrying about the bills, job security, or if they fit in with the right crowd, your life will be on fire. You'll be on track to living your destiny, working towards your dream job or business with people who support and value you. When you desire something, it will come to you often within hours and sometimes even minutes of asking. You'll rediscover the magic and wonder of your life, and you'll realise the universe has a sense of humour too. As you let go of fear and anxiety, you'll start to make more money because you'll make the right decisions, as you'll be guided by your intuition sounding as clear as a bell. So you might be thinking, is this the law of attraction in another guise? Whilst this course does use the law of attraction in part, it's so much more. There are many universal laws at work in this world. This program combines many of them in a natural, practical and easy to use way. The law of attraction is often described as a tool you can use to manifest things. The Discover Your Universal Assistant Homestudy course teaches you a new way of living your life. This course is different because it's experiential and not just based on theory. When I was a struggling entrepreneur, I read many books and attended many seminars. However, the gurus never shared their struggles and challenges. I thought that there must be something wrong with me, as I seemed to be making mistake after mistake. Then I realised that I was so burdened with emotional baggage that I had all these inner barriers to my success and prosperity. Since I've been using my Universal Assistant consciously, I found that things just go right for me. For example, in my business, when I need extra help, the right staff appear, as if by magic, and then when they go, others come in, often miraculous ways, right when I need them. Or if I make a mistake in some area, further down the line it turns out to be a blessing. It's as if someone is looking out for me, and things always turn out perfectly in the end. It's important to note here that it doesn't mean I'm reckless or negligent. Sometimes there's not enough information to make the right decision. My deepest wish is for you to also shed the internal obstacles that are stopping you from embracing the life your Universal Assistant wants to create with you. I believe it's time you had the success that you deserve, because I believe that something wonderful is coming. It's time more people got in touch with their Universal Assistant. I believe we're moving into a more spiritual, compassionate and enlightened age. If you take your cue from what you see in the media as a reflection of modern times, all the reality shows, debauchery and the shallowness of modern culture, it's a pretty bad prognosis. However, I truly believe that this is just a smokescreen, and the world as a whole is changing for the better. We are finally waking up to our divine nature and our ability to create our world and design our destiny. Now, more than ever, it's time to connect with your Universal Assistant and live the extraordinary life you are meant to live. So let me ask you, could you get excited about finally being in control of your life and directing it to where you want to go? Can you imagine how good that would feel? Can you see the value of smashing through all the limiting beliefs that have held you back and replacing them with new super beliefs that will shield you from other people's negativity and stuff? Are you looking forward to having more confidence and clarity because you're connected to your Universal Assistant bringing you your heart's desires? Imagine for a moment that you're enjoying new business opportunities with that person you met by chance. Doors are now opening that have always seemed firmly shut before. Consider how good you can feel instead of being consumed with worry, stress and fear. Wouldn't it be great to have someone always on your side supporting you? Doesn't it make sense to get started with and connect to your Universal Assistant immediately to enjoy all the benefits of an easier and more satisfying life? To get started, act now within 72 hours to secure your Universal Assistant Homestudy course. The comprehensive Homestudy course consists of the following things: your Discover Your Universal Assistant book, audiobook, 12 video lessons, 12 worksheets, audio exercises and a relaxation audio. Plus you get 3 free bonuses: a book of intentions to help you get clear about what you want, a book of affirmations to help you bring in your good, a book of gratitude, which is a daily gratitude journal for you to maintain feelings of gratitude. As soon as you click on the link below, you'll be able to tap into the most comprehensive manifesting course I believe is available. When you get instant access to the course, you'll be able to start working with your Universal Assistant right away. This is a fun and easy to use step-by-step method that actually prepares you to release the negative emotions that have stopped you manifesting before. You'll do some exercises to get in touch with your true desires and then techniques that will open your heart to feel more love and gratitude. All these techniques I have personally used to turn my life around. From struggling to pay the bills and hiding from bailiffs to being financially independent and having the freedom to enjoy it. When you start doing this Homestudy course, I know you're going to be thrilled with the results as you'll start to see positive changes happening in your life. You're going to feel happier in yourself and more excited when you start to see the magic flowing. However, if for whatever reason you're not happy, just send us an email within 30 days and we'll give you your money back. If you're not happy with the course, then I'm not happy, so you've nothing to lose. So to get started straight away on your new and exciting path to an extraordinary life, just click on the link below for instant access. Remember, act now and receive your 3 free bonus books. Bonus 1 is to help you stay on track. I've designed a special book of intentions in which you can start writing the things you want so you can gain clarity. When you write in your book of intentions, you'll get into the habit of being very clear about what you want so your universal assistant can bring it to you much quicker. You'll also be able to keep track of when your manifestations occur because they'll start to happen so often that manifesting will become second nature to you. Bonus 2, you'll also get a book of gratitude in which you write on a daily basis all the things that you're grateful for in your life. As you'll discover in your Homestudy course, feeling gratitude and amplifying these feelings in a specific way that I teach you on the course heightens your manifesting abilities. Using this book will help you to sustain these feelings and manifest quickly. Bonus 3, your book of affirmations is your go-to guide for short, snappy, positive-oriented affirmations in areas such as money, health, work and spirituality. Just choose a few affirmations from the list to say on a daily basis and experience your subconscious start to change whilst you carefully reprogram it with positive messages. This book will become your treasured resource. So don't delay, click on the link below now and begin your journey. You've got nothing to lose, just more success and happiness waiting for you. So with that, I wish you joy and a wonderfully extraordinary life. Yours warmly, Nahid. P.S. As you can see, you'll be getting a whole set of tools that will enable you to create profound changes and help you connect with your universal assistant on a daily basis to completely transform your life. You'll be able to end the struggle and get your life back on track to fulfilling your goals, develop deeper connections with people, overcome the inner barriers holding you back, increase your inspiration and creativity, create the business breakthroughs you've always longed for, make money quickly and easily, and much more. When you do this program, your life will change for the better as you shed your outdated beliefs, unhelpful programming from your culture, and release old hurts ready to embrace the new and exciting opportunities that are coming your way.